This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
It's Wednesday, November the 26th, 2014, and this is the Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A pleasant good morning to you. The Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society has come up with what is believed to be a more effective way to beat predial larceny. While James Paul doesn't feel legislation alone will lick the vexing problem, he is instead recommending greater use of certificates of purchase of agricultural produce as one approach.
We have to have a conversation with those people in Barbados who are involved in the sale and purchase of agricultural products, and let us agree on how we can tackle this thing together. Okay? The supermarkets need to be vigilant at their back doors to ensure that people who sell produce to them are legitimate sellers of that produce. At the same time, okay, the farmers themselves too need to ensure that when they sell produce to people, okay, that they provide the appropriate documentation to those people at the same time. And of course, we would expect that the law enforcement agencies back us up on this, because farmers have complained historically about the fact that the police have not responded to them as readily as they could. But the fact of the matter is that we have to equip the law enforcement agencies to respond to at the same time.
A plan to build a 20-bed hospice in Barbados for people with cancer and other terminal illnesses, the first facility of its kind, is about to take a major step towards becoming a reality. Jessica Odell-Barrell of the Barbados Cancer Association of the United States of America said she and Chairman Dr. O'Neill Paris were recently involved in fruitful meetings, and the organization was a signature away from identifying the location for the $2 million hospice. She made the disclosure during an interview with Barbados Today in Brooklyn, New York over the weekend, as she spoke briefly about plans for the construction expected to begin next year. To sports now. In the 2014 Massey United Insurance Secondary Schools Basketball League semi-final played at the Wildy Gymnasium yesterday, Ellerslie and Graydon Sealy will now battle each other in the Division II final tomorrow, and after winning their respective games in the semi-finals yesterday. Ellerslie beat Leicester Vaughan 70-60, while Graydon Sealy was victorious over Frederick Smith 59-19. And in the 2014 Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary School's cricket competition, Milton Litch overcame Wellesley Hall by 6 wickets at Passage Road, St. Michael. Devon Stevenson was the one who bowled his team, Milton Litch, through to the semi-final by taking 4 wickets for 18 runs from 5 overs. Milton Litch will therefore play the other semi-finalist, Charles F. Broom.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
And welcome back with news from the region that Tobago is bracing for a backlash to its crucial tourism industry following the weekend murder of a German couple. As authorities hold their breath for possible airline cancellations, Trinidad's acting police commissioner, Stephen Williams, has announced the assembling of what he called a strong and experienced team to try to solve the killing, after meeting with Tobago House of Assembly Chief Secretary Orville London.
This is what ensures the livelihoods of many Tobagonians. Condor Airlines in this animated depiction landing at the A&R Robinson Airport from Frankfurt, Germany. The tourists come for the beaches, among other things, exactly where the killers of the German couple Herbert and Bridget Kale chose to strike. 2 lives struck down, and with them, a crucial strike on the livelihoods of Tobagonians as well.
It's a matter which is receiving the highest level of policing attention. I have assigned the Assistant Commissioner with responsibility for homicide investigations in Trinidad and Tobago to lead this investigation in Tobago.
They were seasonal tourists who spend their winters at their home in Bacolod every year. Police say that so far there are no leads on the case. An award of $100,000 is on offer through Crime Stoppers. The THA's Tourism Secretary, Tracy Davidson Celestin, is worried about the impact this can have on diplomatic relations with Germany.
The Ministry of Education in Jamaica has taken steps to halt the screening of students in public schools who take the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate or CSEC examination. By 2016, schools will be required to enter 100% of the grade 11 cohort to sit at least 5 subjects in an external examination. This year, 71% of the grade 11 cohort entered English language in CSEC, City and Guilds, and the Caribbean Certificate for Secondary Level Competence Examinations. Chief Education Officer Dr. Grace McLean says principals and the members of staff should desist from the practice of barring students who have not attained a minimum of 60 or 65% in their mock examinations from sitting external examinations. Instead of relying on the results of the mock exams, the Chief Education Officer advised schools to adhere to the current minimum requirement for the CXC program, which is an average of 50% for all tests done during the year. On the international scene, U.S. President Barack Obama has condemned the violence which broke out Monday night in Ferguson, Missouri, after a grand jury did not indict a police officer following the fatal shooting of unarmed teenager Michael Brown. Obama said the discontent expressed by communities needed to be addressed not just in Ferguson, but across the United States.
We know that when we have a police force that is representative of the communities it's serving, that makes a difference. We know that when there's clear accountability and transparency when something happens, that makes a difference. So there's specific things we can do. And the key now is for us to lift up the best practices and work city by city, state by state, county by county, all across this country, because the problem is not just a Ferguson problem, it is an American problem. And we've got to make sure that we are actually bringing about change. The bottom line is nothing of significance, nothing of benefit results from destructive acts. I've never seen a civil rights law or a health care bill or an immigration bill result because a car got burned. It happened because people vote. It happened because people mobilize. It happened because people organize. It happens because people look at what are the best policies to solve the problem. That's how you actually move something forward.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. We will be back again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 online TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. Whoa, we're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Whoa, shopping, chilling, everything. With my friends.
happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any line prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.